Hello everyone, I'm Sue Heaton and welcome to In the Grove. Today I'm on the Village Green and you find me on what we now call the Heart Swing. If you haven't seen it yet, you must come by with your loved one perhaps. It's the newest point of interest, the newest attraction here in Elk Grove. Mayor Johnson found this when he was over in the Bahamas. He thought it an interesting point. He wanted to bring it back to the community. So here we are on the Heart Swing, and very happy to bring the program to you today. We will be speaking with Mayor Johnson. He has a lot of announcements to make, and also to Diane Malinowski from our Park District to fill us in on fall activities. So I hope you will join us, and we will be right back with the program. This is a lot of fun. You got to try it. Welcome back to our program, everyone. I'm very happy to introduce to you right now Diane Malinowski, and Diane's been a guest many times, so welcome back to the program, Diane.
Thank you. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too, Diane. Very nice. And I know you're here to talk about and feature all the upcoming programs from the Park District for the fall season.
Yes.
How are things going, first of all, generally speaking, at our Park District?
They're going well. Everyone is following protocol and safety, and so far so good. We're all functioning quite well.
Well, all right, summer's passed and here we are in the beautiful season of fall. So what kind of activities will be running at the Park District?
Well, we've got a few things up for October. One of the things is going to be the museum pumpkin patch. So we've put together for Saturday, the 17th of October, you go to the museum grounds and you have to sign up for this because there's two sessions, 10 to noon and 1 to 3. So there's 50 people staying within guidelines. 50 people can sign up for each session. So you get a pumpkin, decorate a pumpkin. We've got hay rides. You're going to be able to go through the museum and it's going to be spooky. And then
the museum becomes a spooky house, does it?
Well, just for the day. And we'll also, on that big tennis court next to the museum, there's going to be a huge inflatable corn maze so the kids can run through the maze. And it should be, weather permitting, a beautiful afternoon. So you do have to sign up for that because, again, due to the state guidelines, there's just 50 people at each event. So that'll be good for the ones that want to get out and just have a little recreational fun and do something with their pumpkins. But if you do like pumpkins, we're also having an online pumpkin carving contest. So it's just up to the family. It's simple. You carve a pumpkin, you take a picture, you email it to Ashley Pratcher, and she's our special events coordinator. So what we're going to do is put all the pictures of these pumpkins on the Park District Facebook page, and the ones that get the most likes, we're going to print them out and put them around the pavilion. So you can find it on the website, because I don't know if you can write it down, but Ashley Pratcher, so it's APRASTCHER at elkgroveparks.org. So, and you can submit entries until October 25th.
Well, it sounds like a lot of people have been very creative in coming up with new ways to enjoy this time of year. That corn maze sounds lots of fun. I've never seen anything like that. And the hay rides, I know those were always a big hit with residents.
Yeah, so it should be a nice afternoon, nice safe afternoon for two groups of people to participate. So that's the October festivities that we're offering at this time. And so I don't want to go into like all the things that we'll see come back again next year, but we're very happy for what we can provide at this time. And as far as Pavilion Fitness, they're doing really well, up and running. And I believe the last time we spoke, I described how we were taking the equipment from upstairs and spreading it out into the 3-court gym and into the multi-purpose gym. So there's like lots of room between
Really?
people working out, and the cleanliness and safety is
Yeah.
really good.
I've been over there a few times, Diane, and I've noted the number of times that staff even go around on the track wiping rails to be sure they're as clean as possible. And I understand even at the end of every day, there's a special cleaning that goes on for all the equipment.
Yes, yes, and I think what you're saying, that you look around, there's constant cleaning. I mean, there's always someone just checking up, and plus the members are very good about getting on a machine and wiping it down before and after. So we've been very lucky, and it's a good environment. What the fitness center has going on, because as you know, a lot of the high school students and college students are learning remotely. So we put together a 3-month pass. If you're 14 to 25 years old, it's only $99. So you can go to the fitness center, and we've got we're open from like 5 in the morning till 8 at night. Gives people a break and a good rate, no enrollment fee. So it's just for that age group, 3 months from beginning to start. So we're hoping that helps balance out anyone that really has to be at home for their studies.
Oh, there's nothing like a good workout to try to clear your mind during these times and get you invigorated again, right, Diane?
Yes. Yes, that's very good stuff. So other than that, we've still got our swim lessons and our dancers, and the Sheila Ray Adult Center opened again this past September 8th, and they're going step by step with really great, strict, but acceptable protocol. And so the seniors are coming back, and our fitness members haven't stopped, and people can swim. So if there's ever any doubt, if you don't want to, first come in and check it out. If not, call us or go to the website. We're real strict, but open to having company.
I know, we all want that, don't we, so much. It's been a wonderful season, and this is a wonderful time of year, and it's just nice to know that you are providing some family activities. So we will be running, I guess, the dates, of course, for all these special events, and that's a 3-month special membership till the end of the year then, right?
Yeah, I think you went in today, would start today and end in 3 months. No enrollment fee, just $99, and the age group's good, 14 to 25. So we hope that there's some young people that take advantage of being able to come out and still probably doing their studies from home.
And might also add, I was talking to someone in the village just yesterday that said we've already had 2 weddings over at Garden Terrace, so people should know that if they're looking to book any events, check out Garden Terrace. Yes,
we've had, it was just a couple weeks ago. It's under 50 people, or 50's the top, and they did just have a lovely wedding there mid-September, and there are booked and scheduled parties and weddings at the 50 number.
Limit, yeah, sure. That magical number of 50.
Yeah, the 50. And then, as things ease up, maybe we'll get up to being able to be around 100 people. But no, there's still people that have events and have to go out, and the Garden Terrace is gorgeous, whether you've got 50 people or 100 people in it. So yeah, we encourage that too.
Well, thanks again for your time and coming to share all this information, Diane, and our thanks to everyone at the Park District for all their creative juices flowing to make sure we can still have some fun during these difficult times.
Yes, we'd like to have fun and stay healthy.
Right. And thanks again, Diane. We look forward to speaking with you very soon. And have a good day, Diane.
Thank you, Sue. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye for now. And we will be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Today we are in Village Hall, and I am here with Mayor Johnson. Hello, Mayor. Good to see you in person.
Hello, Sue. Good to be in. Welcome to the council chamber.
This is the first time I've ever been on this side. I feel almost like a voted-in trustee.
Yep, or maybe mayor. You never
no,
know.
That's too much.
As long as you're not the village attorney, you're more than welcome.
I'm welcome. Oh,
Yes.
you already have one. You have George.
No, we really like to keep them away, so that's what I'm saying.
okay.
As long as you're not the attorney, you're welcome.
Well, it is good to be with you today, Mayor Johnson, and lots to talk about. Let's start out with how the village has been doing during these past few months, and overall, how would you say we have been doing?
I mean, obviously, it's a new world.
Right.
I mean, outside the village attorney, no one was around for the last pandemic. That's 102 years ago. So it's all new for us. It's all new way of doing village business, living our lives individually as families. And I would say I'm very happy where we're at. I mean, obviously, we're not perfect, but we've made big strides compared to most of my communities I deal with all the time, my neighboring mayors and all that. One, Elk Grove is unique because the industrial park, we have such a different variety of businesses. It's not like we're relying just on tourism or a restaurant business or shopping. We have such a diverse business park that if one segment gets hurt, the other ones are booming. So we're doing very well business-wise, financially we're doing very well. The village will hold our own, down some, but not as bad as we thought it was going to be. And as far as services go, we'll still deliver them. Knock on wood, I always say. We have not had one village employee come down with the coronavirus, and that's over 300 employees. So we're very fortunate there, but we're also very protective.
Right, very
And
cautious.
to our staff, they started early on, our department heads, and especially Ray Rumble, the manager, of taking precautionary steps to make sure we didn't go through that. So it's worked well. We're excited about that. And, but the biggest thing we're trying to do now, and I know we're going to talk more about it, is we're trying to get back to some normalcy.
Sure.
That's
what we miss.
Yeah, it's been 6 months. And it's very hard on families, on young people, on seniors. It's hard on all of us. So we think we're finding ways to safely open up more and get a little bit back to more normalcy. And I
It
know
is
that's something
feeling
I
more
thought
comfortable even as I go to our local Walgreens or Jewel. It just becomes our new way of being there, but we are getting out there and doing it.
counts.
And before we leave this topic, I do want to thank you for during those previous months when you kept all of us informed with your telephone calls to the homes. I did appreciate that as a resident.
Well, thank you. And we'll be doing some more announcements coming up by robocall. We found that would be a good way to reach out to people and stuff like that. Actually, I thought you were going to say thank you also for that water bill credit the board was
Oh,
able-
well, I definitely thank you for that. That was a tremendous help when income was reduced.
It really helped everyone, helped the business when we helped with the business license fees and all that. And what we're going to talk about in a minute is probably the water bill credit was probably the #1 number of calls we've ever gotten. Calls, emails to the village.
appreciation?
Thanking us. Yeah, we've never got anything like it. Running #2 is something we're going to talk about in a minute, believe it or not. I cannot believe how many people, especially families, are so thankful for what we're going to be doing.
Okay, let's talk about that. We've been cheated out of a lot of our concerts. Did we not miss our summer concerts this
The
year?
concerts,
just for one thing.
The play party picnic that we normally do.
Rainbow Falls
Oktoberfest.
wasn't over. I
Yeah.
mean, it goes on and on. Everything we've missed. Is there any way we can salvage Halloween?
And we are. And that's what we are doing. We announced the other day, and matter of fact, very unique what we're doing because we're all over the place from BBM radio to TV stations and all the rest. Because, again, we want to make sure we have fun, but do it safely. And so with that, we did announce that we are going to have trick-or-treating here in Elk Grove Village. Halloween falls on a Saturday.
Okay.
And instead of our normal 1 to 8 hours with kids' school times and work time and all that to help people all get out, we're able to condense it down this time from the 3 to 7 p.m. And because it's mostly during daylight hours, being on Saturday, our old rule of thumb was if the porch light's off, pass by the house for trick-or-treating. Well, that really doesn't work during the daytime. So we thought we got a different way to do it, so I'll kind of walk through the whole thing. First off, all trick-or-treaters and guests that go with them are required to wear a mask. Not just a Halloween mask, but a regular safety mask of medical grade, such as the ones we all know
yes.
and wear, and stuff like that. The people at the house itself were strongly recommending they wear a mask and also gloves if possible.
Sure.
And so that'll give us the safety we need for keeping people healthy. The second thing with trick-or-treating is if you go to a house and there's already a group on the porch, we ask you to please wait to that group steps down and goes on to the next house, and then your group goes on up, and they'll see you and they'll wait for you and all that. So that helps. So we got some social distancing involved. We got the masks involved. Even though you're outside, the social distancing is not that big a deal because you got masks already. More we can do, the better. So that. Then what we're doing is, at the house, we're asking the people, if you have candy, make sure it's all wrapped. And we're asking the homeowner to place it in each young person's
Not just
bucket.
hand out the bowl for the
Right.
children to reach in.
So we don't have the communal touching and all that. And I shouldn't say just young people, because, Sue, this will be my 60th year of trick-or-treating. I always wear a costume. I always go like everyone else. I've done it my whole life. I've never missed one yet.
You go with the grandchildren?
Now grandkids. Started when I was a kid, then went with my kids, now my grandkids. So I enjoy it. But yeah, so we asked the people to carefully wrap candy, put in each bucket like that. And then we were worried some people still may not want to participate, which we respect and understand. Especially some seniors are very nervous and stuff, and I respect that and understand. So what we did, which was unique compared to everyone else, is we're going to mail out to every house, every condo, every townhome here in Elk Grove, in our newsletter that comes out the second, third week of October, a sign they can hang up. And it's going to be exactly this. The one side says, trick-or-treaters welcome, face coverings required for candy, to remind the young people they got to have the kids covered on. You put that in your front door, come on up, give it out. If you want them to pass by this year, you put up the other side, which is the red one, says, no trick-or-treaters, please. Have a safe, happy Halloween. See you next year. So that way, it's easy to see in the daylight. Don't have to worry about light not being seen or something like that. And you can see it before you even get on the front porch.
So you would still then discourage homeowners that do not feel comfortable going to the door, sometimes in the past, even if you knew you were going to be away, you would set a bowl out in front. Are you discouraging that?
I would. This year, I'd ask you not to do it. Two things, let's be honest. I mean, I'd like say 60 years of trick-or-treating.
Well, we know what normally
Yeah,
happens.
the bowls don't last too
Yeah, they
long.
take it in
So
the
let's
first
be honest,
day.
they really
Right.
don't. Unfortunately, they don't. First kid may take
Right.
the whole thing, it's over. Secondly, let's try to avoid the communal thing. Now, that's why we asked to do it. Now, some people are coming up with very unique ideas. I've heard from a lot of people. Some people have actually gone to Home Depot,
And
gotten a
then-
PVC pipe,
Oh,
a wound PVC pipe, about 6 feet long. When the kids come up, they're going to have it, and they're going to
And
slide
shoot
the
it down.
candy down into the bucket, next one into the bucket, next one into the bucket. So that way they can still see the kids. They have a
Yeah.
little more social distancing. They do it that way. I have heard one guy jokingly, well, seriously not, was going to use some kind of fishing pole, like you were just showing, and do that. But I told him, I said, sir, it might take you a while to be putting all that candy
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So I told him about the PVC pipe idea. Others are trying to find other ways to do it. I mean, if someone obviously puts out a bowl, I mean, there's not
Yeah,
much we can do
right.
about it. But we're encouraging people not to do it because we
that.
want to avoid that contact. We are going to have police officers out there patrolling the area. And if people do not have a mask, we're going to have our officers will have masks themselves. And they're going to nicely stop by and say, hey, young man, come here. You need to have a mask on. If you don't have one, here you go. Give them a mask. So make sure everyone does follow the rules and stuff. Because we want everyone to have fun. We want everybody to trick or treat. Everyone to have a good time. Remember last year, we had 6 inches of snow, which kind of put a little
That's
damper
right,
on
we did,
Halloween.
yeah.
So we want to make up this year, but we want to do it safely. And by having the masks, by people putting it in the buckets, we feel we can completely do it
Yeah.
safely. And by having the signs, those people feeling comfortable, we respect that. Put up the red sign. No one's going to be mad because you see it quickly. Time's candy. I always tell kids when I go trick-or-treating, time's candy. So we just pass right by and go to the next house.
Doing what you are doing, the village board and everything has decided to do for the trick-or-treating, and the park district is doing pumpkin carving virtual contest, and they're going to have hay rides over at the farmhouse, so there is some Halloween fun to look forward to.
We're going to try and make it as normal as possible. And like I said before, Sue, the most thank yous I've ever gotten, obviously, was the $200 water bill credit during the pandemic.
Yeah.
This is catching up pretty quick. I cannot tell you how many people, including seniors, have been up to me and say, Mayor, I'm so excited. My grandkids are so happy. Thank you for
Yeah,
thinking
they
of a
can do
safely
that.
way to do it. We appreciate it. I mean, and that means a lot because you want the people to feel a little more normal. And I can't quite say yet today, but keep your eyes open. We got some unique ideas even for our tree lighting that we've had in the
boy,
past.
you're going to put a teaser out
Put a
there?
teaser out. Just keep your eyes open. Announcement will be coming soon on that.
Boy. Santa and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, the Santa.
We got to make sure we keep this community going strong.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the Bahama Bowls. What's different this year with Bahama Bowl? You know, everything's changing there too. What can you update us on there?
Well, as everyone knows, in the past couple of years, about this time, we were starting to talk more about college football, the bowl games, all that. And after a 2-year run, which was very successful, matter of fact, we were just notified we were announced as one of the 5 finalists to win a national marketing award for our Makers One at Bahamas Bowl.
Right.
And it's in the category basically of thinking outside the box, innovation, uniqueness, and all that. Tough competition. We have a Super Bowl one against us and a Chicago Bear one against us. Besides a couple other ones. So it's going to be tough competition. But again, they recognize the uniqueness, the outside the box thinking, and the visibility we got. They looked at the exposure rate you got for something like that. And our Bahama Bowl was not just national, it was international. We were in the 3 biggest papers in India. We were on the main newspaper in China. We were in Europe. Someone saw us in Berlin. They were in Berlin, and they read about, or saw us on TV actually during a ESPN show over in Berlin.
Did all this go beyond your expectations?
Oh, I mean, John McDonough, who was the marketing guru of professional sports, he's number one, called me the day after our first announcement 2 years ago and said, "Craig, you guys are geniuses." He goes, "I got to win the Stanley Cup to get the kind of publicity you're getting."
Isn't that amazing?
So when you get someone like that saying, "Way to go," that tells you a lot. So it went well, but it kind of ran its course. So this year, we're thinking a little bit, again, outside the box. With the Olympic Games being canceled, our thought was these teams training for the Olympics, and they all have their own sports federation, from wrestling to track to fencing to biking, all of them have long. We thought, well, maybe what would be better? The Makers won it, helping make the American dream come true, which is for Olympic athletes.
Great
so
idea.
We came out with an announcement a couple months ago that we are now going to sponsor 3 sports teams: USA Track and Field, USA Wrestling, USA Triathlon. We're going to be sponsoring those teams as they go through training, as they go through competitions, who's going to go Olympics, and give them the boost they need to compete in the Olympics next July over there in Japan. So we're excited about that. So again, the coverage has been phenomenal, not only nationally but internationally. So we're kind of following the footsteps of the Makers One of Bahamas Bowl, with now Makers One of the American Dreams sponsoring the American athletes. So that's our next
You're
step.
really putting Elk Grove Village on the map. People are really becoming acquainted with this village.
When it goes to marketing, I can proudly say Elk Grove is second to none. Towns around us, I talk to other mayors all the time, they all say the same thing. Way to go,
Envious,
Craig.
are they?
Oh, yeah. They always say,
What you
way to
have.
go, Craig. Way to think outside the box. You know, who would have thought this? So it's not just me. It takes the team, the board. It takes the staff. We all work together to find innovative ways to make sure we stay on top of people's list of where they want to be for business.
Right. Well, Mayor, also foremost in most people's minds now, as this is the beginning of October, would be early voting. What can you tell us about early voting that we should be aware of?
Well, again, this election is probably one of the most paramount elections we've ever had. It's a national election. You're electing mainly the President of the United States. You know, I know Senator Durbin's on the ballot, and obviously state reps, state senators, but this is a big one. So we are being mindful of the pandemic. So we want people to come and vote. We want to be able to come vote safely and feel safe voting. I'm old-fashioned. I like to vote in person. And that's why with early voting that exists now, you've got actually 17 days to vote. No excuse not to get out and vote. You got 17 days. So it starts on Monday, October 17th. 19th. Monday, October 19th. You can start voting early at the Village Hall. We've been in a location now for quite a while. All the machines will be socially distanced. We got a bigger room for it. All be wiped down, all safe for people to come. You come in one door, you'll leave the other door. And so we have early voting, longer hours. It's Monday through Sunday, from the Monday the 19th all the way up to November 2nd, the day before actual voting day. You can come here to the village. It's from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. Plenty of parking. We reserve special spots for just people come to vote. So come to Elk Grove if you can do it. I know the state has, as they've always done, mail out request for one, a mail ballot. You send it in, they send you a ballot. But, you know, old school, like I said, I'd rather come and actually vote myself.
You just like a sticker.
Yeah, well, yeah, it looks good. And if you do want to vote by a ballot, and don't want to mail it, you can actually come by here. They'll have a special box. You can drop your mail-in ballot in the box.
Oh.
So it'll take you 2 seconds to walk in, drop it in,
Oh, that's
walk
good
out.
to know.
So you can go either way. If you're worried about the mail, post office does a great job, but worried about not getting there, fill out the form, bring it, take you 2 seconds, drop it in the box they have there. You can leave, or you can stand there and vote the good
Oh, so you can
old-fashioned
still
way.
feel part of
Yes.
going in to vote. You've already done it. You can just go in and drop it off.
Right, and it's good that, we got this set up. We've been planning this for quite a while. Cook County's done a phenomenal job working with our staff. And I give Lori Murphy, our clerk, credit, and Jen up there. They've done a great job working with the county to set everything up. It's going to be done, and it's good too because it prepares us for future elections. In April, we have another election for local government. So if this pandemic's still an issue, we'll know how to do that one.
Sure.
So it's something that's important. So, but again, it's a presidential election where we draw big people numbers out. So you got 17 days. Take advantage of that before Election Day because it's safer, easier than on Election Day when you may have the long lines. This may make it easier for them.
Yeah, we all anticipate there'll be a bigger turnout this
Oh,
year.
yeah. I think this will be a big election.
Yeah. And everybody just bear in mind it will be kept safe.
Oh, yes. And any issues, always let us know. We're more than glad to help. And not just on the voting, but anything to do on the village.
Right.
We're here to represent you. We're here to help you. So either contact the village hall directly, contact us, the board members. I always give this out all the time. Call me at my home number, 847-437-8226.
Oh, look at that.
People call all the time. I have no problem at all. Yes, I do not have a cell phone, but you can call me at my home number. I'm more than happy to answer and help you any way I can.
You are a hands-on mayor.
We try our best.
Yeah, and we really appreciate all the effort that you and all the trustees
Thank you.
put into
They do a
keeping our
great job.
village safe.
We're a good team up here. Sue, you're sitting right here. This is where it gets done, up here.
Yeah,
And this
feel
board
getting
works
comfortable
well
feeling.
together. We work well together for many years. That's why Elk Grove's so successful. So we're here to serve you. Any one of us can help you, and we'll make sure you have a good life during this tough pandemic.
And you're still going to leave us with a teaser?
Oh, yeah. Keep your eyes open. Tree lighting, that's the only way you start the holidays in Elk Grove Village. So trust me, it's going to happen.
Okay. Well, knowing you, it certainly will. Mayor Johnson, always a pleasure to have time to speak with you.
Sue, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And again, people like you, people don't realize you volunteer a lot of time doing Channel 6 work here in the community, volunteer other ways in this village. You're what make Elk Grove the great community. It's people like yourself, they help the community, people serve on our commissions, people volunteer at Lions Club, Rotary Club. That's what makes Elk Grove so special. At PADS, CCC, I mean, we got so many ways to give back, and that's what's great about Elk Grove. Everyone does volunteer back. And as we talk about different events going on, it wouldn't work, wouldn't be successful without all the volunteers here at Elk
Well,
Grove.
it's wonderful. And it's just an opportunity to really connect and be with people in our community and get to know everyone. It's
Works
fun.
well.
It's a
So thank you.
community. Oh, well, thank you, Mayor. It's a community to be proud of.
It is.
Happy to be with you today. And
Enjoyed it.
we will be back with the remainder of our program. Please join us.
I want to thank Mayor Johnson. I want to thank Diane Malinowski for being our guest today. And as we see, the village, as always, is number one is our safety, but yet trying to keep activities for our children, for our families. So we hope every one of you will be able to enjoy some Halloween activities, certainly to get out and to take part in voting, whatever way feels right for you this year. And why not stop by to the Village Green and take a little swing, as I am once again, on the Heart Swing. But until next month, everybody, have fun on Halloween, and we look forward to seeing you next month on In the Grove. Bye for now.